Welcome to the road to 1 million US dollars. Let's get right into the Bitcoin chart for today, starting on this 2-hour time frame for Bitcoin, because currently we're still inside this descending channel pattern, while at the same time we have now finally broken out above this descending line of resistance. As you can see in the chart, we are getting a breakout and now a retest of that level once again to potentially flip it into a level of support. Currently, this level of support is sitting at around 95.7K on the 2-hour time frame. So what we should be looking out for here is to get a candle close above this trend line here within the next hour or so. And of course, if we close below it, we should assume that we have lost this as a level of support and should be looking for some more downside in the short term. Now, let me first cover the bull case, although currently we are below this trend line. Basically, if we now get a close on top of this descending trend line, likely we are going to see a bounce from there, potentially to the top of this range, which is currently sitting between 96.7K and about 97.4K. And yes, I am expecting there to be some resistance in this area. Now, if we get the candle close below, I will be looking for potentially another move down to the bottom of this range, sitting from 94.1K all the way down to 93.4K. And again, guys, just like I said yesterday, so long as we are inside this descending channel pattern, we can simply go to the bottom of this range and we can go to the top of the range as well. And none of this should come as a surprise to us because we are aware of this pattern. On the 4-hour time frame, you can actually see a very similar story. Also, this descending channel pattern, and we should take a look at some of these Fibonacci levels here. So if we take these Fibonacci retracements, you can see that we just got a rejection from this Fibonacci golden pocket, sitting between 96.7K and 96.9K. Now, if we actually break above this before we actually get a new low, then I will be looking for higher price action for Bitcoin after that, but we will cross that bridge once we get there. Of course, we should take into consideration as well this broader downtrend that Bitcoin is currently in. And I did cover this in yesterday's video as well, so I'm not going to cover it once again. Either way, if we come back to this short term here, currently we are below this 0.5 level, sitting at about 96,000, and we should be expecting some short-term support around this 95.4K level. And this is what I was talking about as well. If we, for example, get a close below that descending trend line that we looked at earlier, we could even be looking at breaking this 0.382 Fibonacci level to go for a touch of this 0.236 Fibonacci level. So that's how I'm currently playing this choppy sideways price action. I'm basically looking at these Fibonacci levels, and once I see a break, for example, I will be looking for the next Fibonacci level below as a short-term price target, also taking into consideration the broader technical analysis, of course. Either way, for now, this is technically just in a downtrend, even with us breaking this descending trend line, because this is basically breaking a short-term downtrend in a broader downtrend, which is even part of an even bigger downtrend, okay? So if we really want to start looking for those next big moves to the upside for Bitcoin, at the very least, we need to see a break of this broader descending trend line. Currently, the level of resistance is sitting at about 98.7K. So I am looking for a break of this at some point. But my base case expectation here is that we are going to see a week or two more of some choppy sideways price action, potentially even some bearish momentum before we can then get the big breakout, as well as potentially even that next big move for Bitcoin going into much higher price action. We should take into consideration the 1-day time frame, of course, because like I've said many times, when we were trading in this red area here between 105 and about 107K, we need to see that daily candle close above 107,000. And from there, you will see me flip extremely bullish on Bitcoin, saying that likely we are going to get much higher price action for Bitcoin, potentially even all the way up to this 1.618 Fibonacci level, sitting at 121,000.6K. But take into consideration, guys, that I am talking about this very, very early. We first need to break a bunch of downtrends here that I covered earlier on in this video, as well as this daily downtrend that we are in. So do take note of that. I'm not saying that the immediate next thing that is going to happen here is one straight candle up to 121K. obviously, but I'm just saying if we break 107,000, then this could be a potential price target here, assuming that we do not undercut these lows below 91.2k, because then you will see me draw a different Fibonacci retracement. Regardless, none of that is really important right now. Just make sure that you are subscribed to the channel with notifications on so you do not miss any of these important update videos. Next, moving on to the Bitcoin liquidation heat map. Right now on this 3-day time frame, we have some liquidity to the upside. We have over $200 million sitting at 97.3k, as well as some liquidity to the downside at 93,000, where we have about $150 million worth of long positions. Now, in this video, I won't cover all of the higher time frame liquidation heat map stuff because I literally did all of that yesterday. So if you're interested in that, go check out this video called Bitcoin Next Big Move is Coming. I uploaded it about 15 hours ago from when you were watching this. And lastly, let's take a quick look at the Bitcoin ETF flow tables. Yesterday, we saw a small net outflow of about $60 million in a single day of trading. Now, of course, we saw the Bitcoin ETFs flip a little bit more bearish here over the last week or two, and this is having a downwards pressuring effect on the Bitcoin price. And of course, once the Bitcoin ETFs start being a bit more bullish once again, then they will have an upwards pressuring effect on the Bitcoin price as well. So do understand that this table here does have an influence on the markets. One last thing before I leave off today. Before I post this video, I'm going to post a bunch of exclusive bonuses that you can get on Blowfin as well as WeX, which are two crypto exchanges that I personally trade on as well. And I will be posting this inside the Discord server. Last time we did a massive event where you could get up to $100,000 in futures bonuses. Now, of course, this also required a big deposit, so don't think that everyone's going to get this, but these lower tiers are also pretty juicy if you ask me. So if that is something you're interested in, make sure to join the Road to 1 Million community. You can find the link to this in the video description. And from there, simply go to this exclusive bonuses channel where you will see these new events that I'm posting after this video. But regardless, if you do end up checking that out or not, thank you for watching once again, and I will see you tomorrow in the next one.